At King's Daughters, we offer the most modern medical skills and equipment, combined with a personal touch and attention to your individual needs. Taking care of Central Texans is our only business at King's Daughters Hospital, your community hospital, for quality personal health care.
Does anybody have any change? Pepsi, the choice of a new generation.
Give your child a hug. Enter to win a cuddly, wrinkled stuffed puppy the next time you're at the Pepsi display in your participating store.
We are back, friends. Yes, yes. We have,
the show.
Tim Conway is here tonight, Maureen Stapleton,
Right.
Donna Theodore. You follow Wall Street at all? There's a lot of things going on back on Wall Street that's driving everybody crazy. Yeah. If you're into the stock market, then you read the fellows about Ivan Boesky.
The insiders.
Yeah, who apparently made $50 million illegally. They caught him. They fined him $50 million, and on top of that, he has to pay him another $50 million. Yeah. And he's still got, I guess, somebody said a couple $100 million left.
Yeah.
Something's going on that scares me. And you read about these mergers, what they call, is it arbitrage or arbiters, or what do you call them? Arbitrage, something like that, where they go in and they take over and try to merge companies. Well, what's the correct pronunciation? Arbitrage, yeah. They get in and they get inside and they merge companies. For example, you might, you could go out and rent a film which was made by, say, United Artists, which got absorbed into MGM, which is actually now owned by Turner Broadcasting. The Mann Theater chain was bought by Gulf and Western. Did you know that?
No.
Here in California, Wicks Furniture bought out Ole's Home Centers. That's another big merger. Gillette is currently the target of a takeover by Revlon. They're thinking for something like $4 billion.
Right.
Some takeovers don't make the front pages of the Wall Street Journal. Those are some of the major ones.
We have some minor ones?
Yes. And a very interesting thing happens when you merge two companies. What the product might come up, or what they might do, if you let your mind wonder with that premise. We have some takeovers here that you may not have heard of, and some of the things that possibly might happen. For example, I'll give you an example, then we'll see how this goes. If this one goes, I'll tell you about the rest of them. Rice Krispies was merged with Preparation H. I mean to say, when I say, you know, the two companies got together, and they're coming out with a cereal that snaps, crackles, and shrinks. You see, that's the general. You get the general idea? Okay. Now, Budweiser, unfortunately, merged with the National Enquirer. And the paper's new slogan is, "This mud's for you." Folgers Coffee took over Playtex. And they're going to come out with a cross-your-heart bra that's mountain-grown. All right, the nuclear, I don't want to say nuclear, it's nuclear.
Nuclear.
Who was it used to say nuclear? Jimmy Carter always used to say, the nuclear power plant. The Diablo Canyon nuclear plant took over the M&M's company. Yes. Listen to this one. They're going to make a candy that melts in your mouth, then melts your mouth. Orville Redenbacher's popcorn, very big. I understand that Sean Penn is trying to take over Orville Redenbacher's popcorn. Now, what happens, you ask?
Yes.
They're going to make a corn that pops photographers. Okay. Hallmark Cards was taken over by the United States Post Office. Their new slogan is, when you care enough to lose the very best. Moving along here, let's see what Delta Airlines, you're familiar with Delta Airlines? Planning a friendly takeover of the Kelly Girls, you know, the temporary employment agency. and you get a girl who's ready when you are. Just good boy. Here's one that's kind of weird. Forest Lawn Mortuaries, right across the street, are going to merge with McDonald's. And they got a new hamburger, the McDOA. This one's really kind of weird there. Guy likes that. I'm interested in people who like jokes about death. You know, that's... Revlon may merge with Star-Kissed Tuna. And they're thinking of coming out with a fish-scented perfume called Sorry, Charlie. How many of you are familiar with the Franklin Mint?
Right.
All right. They may merge with Johnson & Johnson, who plan to market suppositories in the shape of Civil War chess pieces.
Oh.
Look, folks, this is just a possibility, not for sure. Bruce Springsteen's record company was taken over by an outfit that makes birth control devices. Bruce's next album is titled Not Born in the USA. Those are just some of the ones that we didn't have. What do you get when you cross a phone sign? I don't know, but you better listen. In just a moment, Tim Conway, and before Tim Conway, a surprise guest. So stay where you are. We'll be right back.
How about crab legs and fresh fish, and now for crab legs and scampi that's steaming and crab legs, and I must be dreaming.
A half-pound of snow crab legs and your choice of 8 seafood favorites starting at $7.95.
Crab legs and scallops and so on to crab legs. So dive in and go on.
So come on to Red Lobster now for
crab legs and...
Last month, Tom Garrick did something that will change the rest of his life. He saw his doctor for a routine checkup, his Scott and White health plan doctor. Our broad coverage includes services like physical exams because we know that quality medical care when you're feeling great can be just as important as when you're ill. In Tom's case, it meant spotting a problem that could have cost him his sight. Why not ask your employer about us or call your local health plan office? The Scott and White health plan. You can count on us.
I always thought that time was a measure of quality. Now they've got technology that can cut the time of aging beer to that. Bam, instant beer. Not Coors. Coors ages their beer longer than any other major brewer. Almost twice as long. To age any beer longer, it gets smoother. More easy drinking. More like Coors. Nope, Coors won't take shortcuts with time. Coors is the one.
We are back. Thank you, Tom. Yeah, right.
Somebody from the tiny town of Corning. That's amazing.
Somebody from the tiny town where I was born.
I believe it's that small.
Corning, Iowa. 1,064, he said?
Yeah. 94.
94 or 95,
Since he
depending.
left,
Yeah. Nice town.
Yeah.
I lived in a lot of towns in Iowa. Corning, Iowa. Red Oak.
Avoca?
Shenandoah. Clarinda. Avoca. Yeah, all those. Okay, I just pulled this off backstage. Somebody had it, lost dog. You know, when they put things up on the, don't you think I'm making it up? This was on the NBC bulletin board. And I said, I'm going to read this. Lost dog, 1-year-old, brown, 3 legs, blind in right eye, missing left ear, broken tail, recently castrated. Answers to name of Lucky.
Oh, that is funny.
What am I doing coming out here doing jokes in a monologue? All I have to do is
Signs are
take
getting
what?
big laughs.
Big signs are doing it.
Oh, lucky.
Recently castrated answers to a name of Lucky. Okay.
Count your blessings.
All right. Somebody sent me this in the mail today. This was from the page from the, obviously a reprinter, Xerox, of the Los Angeles Times, October 31st, 1940, 46 years ago. Opening night to the Hollywood Palladium. Now, the Hollywood Palladium is on Sunset Boulevard, close to Vine, in Hollywood. Famous ballroom, so forth. Now, that's 46 years ago, right? It says, a thrilling chapter in the glamorous epic called Hollywood will be written tonight with the world premiere opening of the $1 Million Palladium Ballroom Cafe. Now, here's who was there. Here's the ad. Tommy Dorsey, his trombone, his orchestra, featuring Ziggy Elman, Frank Sinatra, Connie Haynes, the Pied Pipers, and the admission. That was premiere night at the Hollywood Palladium for Sinatra, Tommy Dorsey. What do you think the admission price was in 1940? $1. $1. Now, after prevailing prices after the opening, ladies 50 cents, gentlemen 75 cents, and deluxe dinner 90 cents. Is that incredible? 1940. Shows you what's happened.
Yes.
All right. Now, in television, we have, as you probably know, people know more about television show business than they used to years ago because they print this stuff in the paper every day. We are now, I guess, through the month of November. What is that? Sweeps or what? Four
Sweep
times a year?
weeks, yeah.
They're called sweep weeks or rating periods, and they take 3 or 4 times a year in which they ratings of the various shows are announced. And if you probably noticed, I was driving into work today, and they were announcing a show, and I don't know what network is on. It's a special. They put on special shows, blockbusters, to get ratings. It was, and I wrote it down, Confessions of a Porno Queen. Now, how many of you heard that? It was on the radio.
I heard it.
On one of the networks tonight.
Yeah.
It's on this network? Oh, it's on our network. A fine show it is. Certainly not pandering at all. I mean, it's because that's a very important issue nowadays, or otherwise
Sure.
NBC, on this network.
Just happened to be on in November.
Confessions of a Porno Queen just happened to fall during these rating periods. For example, they had the miniseries Monte Carlo, starring Joan Collins, which didn't do too well, I guess, but it's ratings week. They had a Good Show, starring John Ritter, called Unnatural Causes. They had a miniseries, Rage of Angels, which I guess got trashed, didn't it, by the critics. Fresno, and, of course, the fine show, Confessions of a Porno Queen, which will probably go to PBS right after it plays. Are you sure that's on NBC?
Yes, it is.
When is that show? I just heard, I didn't know.
It's in the local news.
Oh, it's the local. Well, you see, local news does it, too.
Yes,
Did you ever
sure.
notice even on the local news, they finally find out that there's prostitution?
Yeah.
And every 4 months they find out there's prostitution. Anyway, there were a lot of other special programs that didn't get on. In case you missed them, we have a bunch of still photos showing some of the memorable scenes from those pictures. I thought you might like to see those. In fact, you're going to see them. Otherwise, we will be short tonight. I'm honest. I don't fool around. I tell them. All right. You can watch the monitors here if you're interested in this kind of humor. This was a special episode of Murder, She Wrote, about a mentally disturbed woman who Xeroxes Phyllis Diller to death.
You have to begin somewhere. I mean, you start and you build. It goes, gets better and better.
You see, if we got a huge laugh on the first one, chances
downhill.
are then it would be all downhill. Now we have nothing to look
You got
forward
a starting
to.
point. It's low, but it's a starting point.
This thing is going to soar. Did you watch the monitor on that? Maybe you didn't watch the monitor.
That's
You
how they
did
got it.
watch the monitor. Okay. Remember the show called Producers of My Mother, the Car? Mm-hmm. That was a terrible show. Didn't make it. Same people premiered this show, My Wife, the Tree. Here you see the wife saying to her husband, "Not tonight, I have Dutch elm disease." Now, on a local cable station, Geraldo Rivero continues the search for something that once belonged to Al Capone. Here he searches for Capone's groundhog. That's Geraldo, you see.
Oh.
Try number 3, okay. Here's a shocking expose of a new craze among jaded young Hollywood punks. Stampeding pigs through Jerry Lewis's hair. Oh. Just a moment.
Wait a minute. You threw that?
No, I don't want to waste
You threw that one away and you kept the other one?
What?
You threw that one away and kept the other one?
I don't want to waste your time. Let's take a look at this. You're entitled to a decent evening's entertainment. So far, you're not getting it. People come in here, they drive here.
Sure. Wait
You
years
rush
for
hour
tickets.
traffic, right?
Sure.
You stand outside, you get tickets, you know, you're herded in here like cattle. You
You're entitled to something.
deserve some premium entertainment. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, let's have some.
Okay, we're gonna start it right now. Let me see this one here. All right, this was from a hospital drama called Watch It There. About the adventures of the janitor who waxes mental hospital stairways. Now you're talking. You see, if you all work together as a group, just pretend you all came here together tonight. Sometimes people come in here by themselves and they don't feel part of the, you know.
Strangers.
Just pretend you're all friends and you're rooting for this. You can make this work. The guy said, how far is Studio 4? Okay. Okay, come on. Give me another shot at this. All right. MTV. MTV, you know, is very popular.
Yeah.
Did a musical biography of a best-selling recording artist, the Barry Manilow story. You see? Some people like cruel humor, that's all. CBS Nightly News is doing an expose on Raphael, the Samoan faith healer. Want to take a look at this one? Here, Raphael calls on God to turn him into a human nasal decongestant. Okay. Now, this new series was designed to appeal to a limited segment of the viewing public. The war criminals on the run. It's a lighthearted sitcom called The Flying Hun. You see? It's not that bad. People could be at the Sizzler having a wonderful steak and lobster right now, but no, they're here. Here we are. On My Three Sons, the lost episodes, Frida the friendly lion goes berserk and yanks Uncle Charlie's tongue out of his head. Okay, you'll like this one. On Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous, Tina Turner shows how she employs little tiny people to get the tangles out of her hair. And our final one. No, you do that for Karnak. You don't do that for... 60 Minutes did this special investigative report charging that CIA Director William Casey secretly shipped 2,000 anti-aircraft missiles into Cuba hidden inside Dutch masters' Panatellas. I had to finish with that one. Couldn't finish with the other. Okay, you bailed it out. Want to hand out the tickets for the free dinners now? Good. We hadn't thought of that. If we do a piece like this and say right beforehand, of course, free dinners depend on this, we might have
We
some
get good responses.
All right, David Steinberg is here tonight, Paul Schaefer, and Terry Austin, and we'll return in a moment, folks.
Coupons are now worth 60 cents, and 50-cent coupons are now worth $1. There's no limit to the money you save, because participating Safeways are doubling the value of any manufacturer's coupon with original value up to 50 cents. This week, unlimited double coupons at Safeway, America's favorite food store.
Say goodbye to typing mistakes, misspelled words, wasted time and paper. Say hello to Video Writer, the first word processor for the home that helps you write better. It erases mistakes on screen before they appear on paper. Do or undo. When you're proud of it, print it. Video Writer by Magnavox.
Share the spirit and give to the Channel 4 Food Drive.
Checkup. His Scott and White health plan doctor. Our broad coverage includes services like physical exams because we know that quality medical care when you're feeling great can be just as important as when you're ill. In Tom's case, it meant spotting a problem that could have cost him his sight. Why not ask your employer about us or call your local health plan office? The Scott and White health plan. You can count on us.
The Coors Light Silver Bullet. It's the world's smallest jet, and when it takes to the skies, nothing's gonna slow it down. Coors Light. There's no slowing down with a silver bullet. Coors Light beer.
Okay, we are back. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Good job tonight. How you feeling tonight?
Feel very good.
You had the flu.
The flu.
How many of you have had the flu in the last 2 or 3 weeks?
Yeah, on a third of the house. Yeah.
It's going around again.
Very
Is this the
devastating.
time of the year, I guess?
Yeah.
And the latest strain, I don't know if you know this or not, is called the A Taiwan influenza, which apparently they have no... did you take a shot when
No,
you got
I
yours?
did not.
What did you do for yours?
I just
stayed off
sweated
your
it
feet,
out.
Stayed off your
all.
feet and took plenty of liquids.
That's
which is
right,
your
yeah.
usual way of life.
That's right. It does work.
Yes. Anyway, the symptoms of the flu are similar, I guess, to other flu. You have fever, you have
I had fever.
headache, chills, nausea, upset stomach.
Yes.
Everything is
yes.
going crazy.
Yeah.
Now, would you like to know some of the names of the other flus making
would,
the rounds?
yes.
There's the A chili.
A chili.
I guess that came from Chile, right? The A Mississippi and the B Ann Arbor. Ann Arbor only got a B. I don't know why that is. Anyway, if you go see your doctor, and we check with our resident doctor here.
Yes.
In charge of the NBC, you know.
What's his name? Al?
Al Bendova.
Al Bendova.
I know, a cheap shot, but we use everything we can get. He came up with a list of some unusual kinds of flu, which I'm about to share with you. There's the interesting one, the Federal Express flu. You go into the bathroom, and you absolutely, positively have to be there overnight. Now, here's one. It's the Iranian flu. Now, if you find yourself coming down with the Iranian flu, when you go to the doctor, you hold the other patients hostage in a waiting room until the doctor cures you. The Jaja flu, they're stretching on this one, but what the hell. If you come down with it, take 2 husbands and call your lawyer in the morning. All righty. No good. The Beaver Cleaver fever. You ready for this one? You think you're over it, but 20 years later, it comes back and gives you the reruns. The Bacillus pugilus, little known, or as it's sometimes called, the Trevor Burbick flu. Knocks you flat on your back before you know what hit you. Did you see that fight the other night? Mike Tyson fought Trevor Burbick, and it was over, I guess.
5 minutes.
In 5 minutes. Well, let's see, what do we have here? The Toxus hawaiius, known by its victims as the Don Ho bug. This isn't going to go anywhere.
That's it.
What? Well, there's a couple more here. Why? Don't get anxious. The Merv Griffin influenza strain, or as it's called in medical circles.
Medical circles.
Yes, this is called in medical series. What am I trying to say?
Medical circles.
Or as it's called in medical series.
Circle. That's a first. That's a first.
Excuse me, I said a no-no.
Yes. Medical circles.
Deputy John said a no-no. Yeah. In medical circles.
Right.
Well, the...
He got it.
The guys from the Eagles like that, yeah. Or is this called the ooh flu? See, I was talking about Merv. This is so long ago since I mentioned Griffin. What is that called when you do that? You see a word and you mispronounce it? Saying series instead of circles?
Stupid. The executive producer said
No,
that.
I don't think stupid, maybe, but I thought there was a reason for that. How about let's try this one, folks? We're going to get a couple of laughs out of this if you folks have to stay late tonight. We've never held an audience past showtime, have we?
We could.
We just kept doing it and doing this until they laugh, then we let them out. Okay. How about the Crocodile Dundee flu? Victims have been known to toss up their shrimp on the Barbie while making a big noise down under. We won't keep you long. The Shirley MacLaine flu? This is not going to get anything. But I'm going to do it. Shirley MacLaine flu. You can catch it from sharing a toothbrush with Nero in your former life. You see, now, Shirley... The Jewish flu. Actually, this is the common 24-hour flu, but for you, 20 hours. Well, I have one more here, but I'm not... What do you think? You got your glasses on?
Yeah.
The bottom of that. I'm checking here.
Oh, I love it.
What?
Go ahead, I love it.
All right. The Bacterius fortunatus, better known as the Vanna White flu. Every day at 3 p.m., it gives you an unexpected vowel movement. You would boo this man's judgment? All right. Anyway, tonight... Now, Jim, what?
Is that all?
That's a plenty. Jim Fowler's going to be out in a moment. He's bringing something tonight I don't believe has ever been seen before on television. He's got some very unusual animals. I'm not even going to tell you their name. I saw one once on a film, but I've never seen them in person. Extremely different. That'll keep them glued to their set. Even if we didn't have them, you say it.
Yeah. No, we have them.
Say, Mildred, there's going to be something never been seen on television.
We do have that.
What?
We took a couple of rare animals.
Very strange, strange animals. And then strange are, well, you see how strange. Then Victoria Jackson, who's very strange herself. And the Oak Ridge Boys. Kind of strange, too. But singer. We have a strange show tonight for you. We're going to take a break and sort this out, and we'll be right back.
Sound is the end of a good night's sleep. Think of it as the start of a Grandy's breakfast. Scrambled eggs, hash browns, fresh cinnamon rolls, or hotcakes with sausage. Real meals served as quick as fast food, so you can hit the old snooze button.
Scrambled eggs breakfast for $1.89, available for a limited time only.
Grandy's, when you just can't wait for a home-cooked meal.
I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid.
You just said the magic words. Now look what you did. And look what you can learn for less at Toys R Us this season. Learning is fun with Texas Instruments Speak and Spell. Only $39.84. And when you touch, and tell, it'll talk back to you. $34.97.
Great.
And you'll find your favorite songs in Little Maestro. $34.97 at Toys R Us. It's the world's biggest toy store. Let's go.
Okay. This crowd is already... Anyway. To all of you, a happy Thanksgiving.
Happy
This crowd
Thanksgiving.
has already started
They're ready
celebrating.
to celebrate. They're all
Anyway,
set.
tonight, in a moment, you will meet, as I said, Barney Odom and his very talented dog. Going to be a close personal friend of Doc's. If things go well. Ian McKellen and George Carlin, of course. Now, tomorrow is Thanksgiving.
Right.
We have done this before, and we have a lot of fun with this, because when you ask children to do things, and they're honest, you cannot write better things than they do, because their fertile little minds just spit it right out. We asked several groups of 2nd to 5th grade children, called their teachers, from the Los Angeles district, various questions relating to Thanksgiving. We asked the teachers just to pose these to the students, have them write their answers, and send them to us. Now, I'm going to mention the schools: Sunrise Elementary, Placencia Elementary, Van Gogh Elementary, and Woodlake Elementary. Now, we asked them a number of questions, and I'll give you each question. The first question was, you, the student, are a father turkey. What will you say to your wife and children the day before Thanksgiving? That was the first question. You're the turkey, and you have to talk to your wife and children. Okay. Bonnie Evangelista, she's in the 4th grade at Woodlake Avenue. Here's what she says. Father Turkey talking to the... One of us is going to have to go soon to a place that is not very pleasant. One of us, he's laying it off. He's
Everybody else, yeah.
Not me,
Not
but
me,
one
but
of us.
yeah.
All right, from Woodlake, 5th grade, Ben Grestelt it is. All right. I would tell my family, make like Michael Jackson and beat it. I mean, you can't. Oh. What are 5th graders? About 9, 10 years old? Something like that? All right. This 5th grade from Woodlake, and just says Amy G. She's a father turkey. Why do they have to take us turkeys? Why don't they just get a pigeon? We don't like them anyway.
Sure.
Well, that's
Makes
good,
sense,
logical turkey.
Right.
And a turkey never loused up a windshield either.
No, that's right.
Okay, here's Eduardo Sarolia, I think it is, 5th grade, Sunrise Elementary. Eduardo says, you're the father turkey. It was nice knowing you, but tomorrow will be my last day, so we better live it up and go out and boogie. Some well-known turkey disco, I guess, right? Cesar Garcia from Sunrise says, as a father turkey, if you don't want anybody to eat you, put a girdle on and they will think you are real skinny.
Smart thinking.
Okay, here's a Tisa from Woodlake Avenue. Oh, I love this one. You're a father turkey. You're talking to your kids. What would you say? She repeats it about 8 times. Bok, 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 bye-bye. I love that. Bok, bok, bok. That's all, folks. Yes, all right. Ryan Giannetti from Woodlake says, I want a divorce. Father Turkey says to the family. Okay, now we ask him some other questions. This time, instead of being you are a turkey, write a letter to the person who is going to eat you at Thanksgiving dinner. You're the turkey, and you've got to write a letter to the person who's going to eat you tomorrow. Okay, Jose Berrigan from Sunrise said, Dear person, I want you to know this. I hate you. Right off, he calls it. I can't read the name on this one, but it says, Dear anybody, If you kill me, I'm going to call my family, friends, and have you beaten up. Eduardo, here's Eduardo, the same kid again. Oh, you're a turkey, right letter to the person. You rascal, why don't you eat someone of your own size? I'm a little too fat for you, so good night, I'm going home. Georgina says, dear person, if you eat me, you will have a stomach ache for a week or two, so it's better to eat a duck. I can't make that one out. Okay, this is Flora Campo, I believe. All right. Dear boy or family that is going to eat me, I hope you will have me over because I am very handsome and responsible.
Responsible?
Responsible. What do you do, run a credit check on a turkey? Oh, I love this one. Just the student's name is Lincoln. From Wood Lake School, 5th grade. Be about 10 years old?
Yep.
Okay, man. The turkey to the person he's gonna... Okay, man. I have an idea. I'll give you all my money, my wife, child, my house. Come on over. What do you want? My car? It's a Lamborghini.
Oh. 10 years old?
Yes. Please don't tie me up to the tree and chop off my head. My friends will kill you. They have knives and guns. They're like Rambo. Turkey with connections. Yeah, scares you. I can't read that one. Dear person, if my leg gets in your stomach, I will kick your stomach. Dear person, oh, please don't eat me. Oh, please don't eat me. I'll give you anything. I'll give you $10,000. I'll make you rich if I have to. Sounds like you may already be a winner. It must be your turkey. Okay, we got one more question we asked the kids here. Write a letter to the turkey that you're going to eat for Thanksgiving. Now it's the person that's got to write the turkey. And here's what Sheriff Hughes said of Van Gogh School. Dear Farmer Hughes, I guess that's what, Hughes Market? Please, what is it, the writing? Please don't eat me because I have a wife and 3 kids.
Sad.
What you write a letter to the turkey you're going to have for Thanksgiving dinner. I can't read this one either. Okay. Wood Lake School. You will like my stomach. Oh, this is writing the turkey. Right. You will like my stomach because there's another turkey in there somewhere. I'm sorry you have to go, but that's life, buddy, so see you on Thanksgiving. Kids are real. Turkey, well, I'll make a grave for you, and I will put your feathers in your grave. Oh, listen to this. Allison Marcus, sweet child in the grade 3. That would be about 8, right?
Yeah.
Very sweet. Dear Turkey, you're going to be eaten by me. Goodbye, and have a nice day. We got one more here. This is Gene Carrera, I think it is. Dave Carrera, school, Sunrise Elementary School. All right, this is the turkey you're going to have Thanksgiving dinner. Say your prayers, chicken, because you're dead meat.
Oh, they are wonderful.
That kid ought to have a part on Miami Vice. We'll be back with Bonnie Odom and his dog.
Right now, it's building up on your teeth. A hard, ugly wall called tartar. And only your dentist can pull it down.
Rechargeable razor and keep her looking great with Norelco Beauty Care. Or give this stylish coffee maker with automatic shutoff. Playing Santa is simple. Just remember Noelco. Even our name says Merry Christmas.
Noelco, we put quality first.
Tell all the world.
The Made in the USA label. It matters so much because of what it really stands for.
Tell all the world.
It stands for the quality of the clothes we work in.
And the style and fashions we play in.
And it stands for America, for what we are today.
And what we'll be tomorrow.
Tell all the world.
So ask for and buy apparel and home fashion that say, Made in the USA.
Tell all the world, America matters to you.
Tums doesn't have it. Rolaids doesn't have it. Maalox Plus does.
We have what you need for complete relief of excess acid, heartburn, and gas. You need Malox, America's #1 antacid for excess acid and heartburn, plus the #1 reliever of painful gas pressure. Now both come in handy roll packs of Malox Plus tablets and fast-acting liquid. Compared to these others, only Malox Plus has all that, plus a great Swiss cream flavor. Get complete relief. Try Malox Plus.
The latest.
With exciting values like these. Prepare a holiday treat with H-E-B USDA Grade A mixed fryer parts, just 49 cents a pound. From the dairy case, delicious Park Manor whole milk, the gallon jug, just $1.69 each. Complement your holiday meals with H-E-B Softy White sandwich bread, thin and extra thin, the 1.5 pound loaf, only 44 cents each. Don't miss this week's special Celebrate the Joys of Christmas tabloid. Happy holidays from your friends at H-E-B.
JCPenney extends an invitation for you to shop with us during the holiday season. You'll be looking smarter than ever. JCPenney, Temple Mall.
Career Girl, Temple Mall, where you'll find the latest looks for juniors plus fashions for the career-minded woman. Career Girl in the Temple Mall.
Bring the kids and shop at B. Dalton Bookseller. B. Dalton has special values on all the bestsellers and a large selection of children's books, just for you.
Shop, where friends shop, Temple Mall.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Very good.
Yeah, we hope you all had...
Our 29th Thanksgiving.
That's true. We hope you all had a very happy Thanksgiving, and by the time this is seen later tonight, you probably will have all had your turkey, although you are going to go out and have yours tonight. This came to my... Just join us. We have David Letterman tonight. We have Robert Palmer, some new products. This came to my dressing room. It was obviously mis-sent. Isn't that beautiful?
Gorgeous.
Aren't those gorgeous?
Pretty roses.
It's to Doc, actually. Dear Doc, thanks for last night. Love, Flat Nose. Hard to explain that if you didn't see last night's show, but those of you who did will understand. This tender memento here.
Yes.
We had more comments about the show last night. We had a gentleman on from North Carolina, I believe.
Is he wonderful?
By the name of Barney Odom, and a dog called Flatnose, who climbed a tree. I've never seen
Way
it.
up, too.
What, 15, 18 feet up in the air. We had more comment on that show.
Yeah.
Barney was something, wasn't he?
Was he?
We handed out some cards. Get
It's
some
a
questions.
dangerous thing with this crowd.
It really is tonight.
Yeah.
Richard Parkinson? Is that right, Richard? Giving yourself a little applause, are you, Richard? It's okay. If you can... Now, I've thought I've got all the questions over the years. If you could be a musical instrument, what would you be and why? Tina Turner's tambourine?
Sure.
I think that, the why I think you can figure out, but what would you like to be?
I have no idea. I've never heard that.
How about a bass fiddle? Oh, I would know that, but I mean a bit.
Clarinet?
No last name, just Pam O.
Where's Pam?
Or is it Pam D? Pam? Pam. Would you give me $1,000? Was I married to you once? What do you need $1,000 for, Pam? Holidays or something, I guess? Karen Henderson? Isn't anybody here tonight?
Where are you,
We're not going
Karen?
to turn the cameras on and embarrass you.
Come on, Karen.
Yep.
She's here. She's
Hi,
here.
hi, Karen. How are you? Where are you from, Karen? Where are you from? Sepulveda. On the boulevard? Just... No, I didn't mean it that way. I thought... No. In the city of Sepulveda.
Yeah.
famous Sepulveda Boulevard here, that's all I meant. Who, in your opinion, was your most interesting guest ever? Oh, I really have no answer for that. We've had so many, well, 6,000 or 7,000 people here. Olivia, the human pencil sharpener we had once. Very weird. Barney might win.
Yeah, Barney could
last
win,
night. Yeah. Alan Lesky? Were you, Alan?
Leahy.
I'm sorry. Alan Leahy. All right. What's it take to become a professional stud like yourself? Yeah. Like anything, you work your way up through the stud minors. What is your... Do you really use Grecian formula? If I used it, do you think it'd look like this?
It's not working.
I always love that ad, Grace. A Grecian formula where they show the guy the first day, then the next day, and the next day, and they say, nobody will notice the difference. Now, how can you get away with that? You're white-haired, and 12 days later, the guy is completely black. They say, you been on vacation? No.
You lost weight?
You lost weight? No. Gee, I don't know what it is, Harry, and the guy's completely black. 2 days before, he looked like Bernard Baruch. Bernard Baruch? Isn't there somebody more current than that? Bernard Baruch.
Where did he come from?
I don't know. Let's get somebody's current. Charlie Masick, do you wash your own car? I don't even wash my own face. I have people come in. A man who comes in twice a week and what? Well, that's okay. Ada Bianco. Where are you, Ada? Nice handwriting.
Ada? Here. Okay. Like in school. Here?
Did you ever take Palmer method? No. Handwriting?
Beautiful.
We have that kind of handwriting.
Yeah.
Remember, how many of you remember Palmer method? How many of you remember Bernard Baruch? And incidentally, we have Robert Palmer on.
Yeah.
Very good, Fred. He pointed that out, but no relation. I think you would make a good governor. Have you ever considered politics? No. I don't think I could. You were going to run once for something.
Right.
They wanted you to run?
The Senate.
Who wanted you to run for
Some
Senate?
people in New Jersey, some political figures. Powers.
Hey.
I met in one of those smoke-filled rooms, and
New
they
Jersey.
told me I could get the
Senator McMahon.
election.
Did Doc ever get to kiss the doggy? No. Do you have any phobias, Joyce Tallman? How are you, Joyce?
I got that one.
Oh, we have talked about that
Yeah,
so
but
many times.
they haven't heard it. It'll be new to them. Nyctophobia.
No,
It's
I'm
very
not-
rare.
no,
So you're the only one I ever knew that had it.
I don't want to do that again.
Go ahead. What is it? Tell him. Do you want to hear what it is?
No. That's that fear.
You had that in
terrible,
the Navy, did you?
Terrible fear of getting up middle of the night,
Yeah.
completely naked, and backing into a brass doorknob.
They hadn't heard it.
Invitation to spend next Thanksgiving as a guest at my apartment with all the trimmings, including a beautiful dinner date. Signed, Michael. What's your last name, Michael? What? Ah, how are you, Michael?
Michael's lonely.
You meant you'd bring me a date? Ah, okay. Where's your... Where do you people get these questions? Dale Reed. Where are you, Dale? Yo. Dale, can I ask you a question? Sure. What prompted you to write a question like, what is your favorite fish and why? I mean...
He's stuck.
What?
He's stuck for a question.
I mean, it's an interesting question, but if you could be a musical instrument...
Yeah. What is it?
John Dory.
Yeah, that's good fish.
Thank you. Well, favorite, Monica Kenscher. Trisha. You're in the Marine Corps. Yeah. Hey. What do they call Lady Marines? Women were waves. Okay, got it. What's your favorite Thanksgiving memory? For real? Used to go to my grandparents' house, on my father's side, and my grandmother would cook. She used a stove, believe me. How many of you remember a cast iron stove?
Wood burning?
Wood burning. Yeah. And had these big plates, and you'd have a lifter. You'd come in and lift it off, and it was wood. Or she burned corn cobs. And how she ever controlled the temperature, I haven't the slightest idea. I'm going to cook a whole dinner. Yeah. You have no
Bake
regulations.
pies, everything, sure.
You know, set it on a 5-cob setting or something, and that was it. And have a great dinner. I remember a herd of cows stampeded and ate my uncle, I remember. It was most memorable. Another Marine. Drew, PSC Drew. Yeah, what do you think of the United States Marine Corps? Do you think we have any discipline? According to the Marine Corps, they didn't like Clint Eastwood movie that just came out about the...
Strong, yeah.
They said it was filled with too much profanity. I find that hard to understand, because when I was in the service, I never heard anybody use any profanity.
Never hear that.
That's why war movies never made it. Remember the war movie they made, what was The Longest Day, when they hit the beaches, and in those days...
Yeah.
And you'd hear guys hitting the beach.
Give them heck, Harry.
Oh, give them heck. Darn this war. Okay, anyway, thanks for the questions. In just a moment, David Letterman will be here. But first... No, hold up. No, if you're not eating a Geno's snack right now, you should be. Watch.
Only at hairstyling salons. Nordic Ware's Micro Go Round automatically rotates foods in your microwave oven to eliminate hot and cold spots and ensure goodness you can taste. Microwave with confidence with your Nordic Ware Micro Go Round. Clorette's great tasting gum and mints can help eliminate any bad breath odor so you can feel good about your breath. Clorette's with Actazole with chlorophyll, the breath deodorant. Boggle, the fast, fun, fantastic word game from Parker Brothers. Boggle. Some non-stick cookware only looks like Silverstone, but it doesn't last like Silverstone. Don't get stuck. Only the seal proves it's real. This is Johnny Gilbert speaking. Jeopardy is a production of Merv Griffin Enterprises and is distributed by King World.
Communications Commission approved the sale of 166 broadcast stations today, the most ever approved on a single day. It wasn't the Christmas rush, it was the rush to beat the New Year's Day deadline when the nation's tax laws will change radically, yielding a smaller return for sellers. David Browning reports these weeks leading up to Christmas and the New Year are anxious ones for a lot of people this year.
What's your name?
Have you been naughty or nice? Kids line up to talk it over with Santa this time of year. Adults are lining up to talk it over too, not with Santa, with their tax accountants.
They want to know what they should do. And the phone rings off the hook here during the day sometimes.
Meek, mild-mannered tax accountants are the new celebrities. With the new tax law going into effect the 1st of next year, they find themselves courted at the office, called at home, and cornered on airplanes.
As soon as the person sitting next to me finds out I'm a tax accountant, the questions start coming out. Now, what should I do about buying a car this year? Should I buy a new house this year? And then he gets about 3 hours of free tax advice.
Tax experts are now doing the talk shows. Roscoe Egger, the former Internal Revenue Service Commissioner, now with Price Waterhouse Accountants, schmoozing with Joan Rivers, Chaka Khan, and Mel Brooks.
Uh-oh. If I raise ducks... Very few people know this, but I have a duck farm. If I raise ducks, can I deduct my ducks?
You can deduct some ducks, but not all the ducks.
Accountants also star in their own videos. This cassette from the Touche Ross accounting firm mixes tax talk with fancy effects and what sounds like the Jane Fonda workout band. The basic gospel, according to the accountants, get all the deductions you can this year before they're phased out. Defer what income you can to next year, and hold your breath.
Are there any Gentile accountants?
Oh, yeah. Are there any out-of-work accountants? The answer is definitely no. David Browning, CBS News, Los Angeles.
That's the CBS Evening News. I'm Charles Kuralt, sitting in tonight for Dan Rather. Good night.
In the morning, in the evening, Carnival's got the fun. Not much money, but oh honey, Carnival's got the fun. It's such a good time, we're spreading the news. 'Cause there's just no time like a Carnival cruise. Sunny weather, all together, Carnival's got the fun.
Take a 3, 4, or 7-day cruise on Carnival, the most popular cruise line in the world.
Say, these must be Jack's new Canon personal copiers. Great color.
Yeah, and they copy in 5. You want to see?
Go ahead, make my day.
Everything you need to copy with is in this replaceable cartridge.
I'll do that.
Good thing Canon has PCs for every personality, even pushy agents.
Lighten up, Jack.
These new Canon personal copiers are light. Put one in my car.
What a guy.
Personal copiers for every personality. For information, call toll-free 1-800-OK-CANON.
When you need a laxative, you want your mom. This mom. Phillips Milk with Magnesia. M-O-M. Phillips gives you easy relief, not harsh. Mom knows what's good for you. Nobody treats you better than Mom.
We asked 1,000 doctors what would they take for the minor aches, pains, and stiffness of arthritis. Extra strength Tylenol or Bayer?
Bayer.
Doctors chose Bayer, 3-to-1 over extra strength Tylenol. Bayer, the wonder drug that works wonders.
This is one popular approach to car design. It's an approach Honda has never taken. Perhaps that's why the Civic hatchback, with its low hood line and long roof line, is so distinctive, very tasty.
The Fury, Saturday.
Scarecrow and Mrs. King.
Washers and dryers, RCA and Akai video recorders, Litton microwave ovens, Whirlpool and Kenmore refrigerators and freezers, Pioneer and Akai stereo systems, and beautiful furniture to fit any decor. You make the choice. Action TV and appliance rental. Check the white pages for the store nearest you.
People go to the mall for 2 reasons. They love to shop,
I love to shop.
and they love to eat at Chick-fil-A. Now, you could have eaten on your way to the mall, but you held out for Chick-fil-A to get that delicious, original boneless breast of chicken sandwich you can only get at the mall. Chick-fil-A.
Now, don't you just love to shop? Chick-fil-A.
You'll also love our delicious value meals, great taste, and great savings at Chick-fil-A at Broadway Square, Longview Mall, and Lufkin Mall.
Longview High basketball, tonight at 10.
The lifeblood of this valley is water, Pete.
This weekend on KSLA's Saturday Night Movie, 2 beautiful women, one with wealth and power, the other driven by revenge, are in love with the same man. Faye Dunaway is the Wicked Lady. The Saturday Night Movie on 12. The Wicked Lady, Saturday night at 11. Stay tuned now for Arklatex News 12, 10 o'clock, next on KSLA.
Monday, it's a new heart shopping spree.
Half the fun of having money is spending it on things you don't need.
What's the other half?
Then...
This is my daughter, Kathleen.
She's been gone for 20 years.
My Pop, what a surprise.
And now she's moving home.
It's going nicely, don't you think?
The Kavanaughs premieres Monday on CBS.
This is CBS.
This B-52 is causing quite an uproar around the world. We'll tell you why.
Edwin Edwards says he's running for governor again. He says he'll win. We'll look at the early signs of his campaign.
And the roses may be gone, but there's something very special to see at the American Rose Center tonight. I'm Sylvia Rochelle.
And I'm Karen Adams. Arklatex News 12 is next.
Banks and creditors order. Jordan & Booth emergency sale. Immediately, indebtedness must be liquidated. Cash must be raised fast. Everything must be sold to bare walls, including all our famous brands. Suit values to $250 now as low as $79. Sport coats never before, never again from $39. All-weather raincoats $59.90. Slacks, shirts, ties, sweaters up to 68% off. Total stock sacrifice, nothing held back. Jordan & Booth must raise cash. Emergency sale. Be there before it's too late.
Kentucky Fried Chicken's got a new great deal. 10 plump pieces start a real good meal. And 4 fresh biscuits, all for a steal. Kentucky Fried Chicken's got a new great deal.
Right now, get 10 plump, juicy pieces of chicken and 4 fresh biscuits. The great deal, just $7.49.
Kentucky Fried Chicken's got a new great deal.
Just $7.49 right now.
Kentucky Fried Chicken, we do chicken right.
Estee Lauder eyes, Estee Lauder lips, Estee Lauder glow, all in a special offer just for the holidays. Color portables, 16 makeup essentials complete with compacts, all in a reusable tray. This $95 value is just $20 with any Estee Lauder fragrance purchase. So you can give yourself the best gift of all from Estee Lauder. Estee Lauder's special holiday offer is yours now at Dillard's.
Once again, a special herd of reindeer are preparing for the longest journey of the year. You too should be getting prepared. So come to Target. Christmas tree light sets are 2 for just $3. Scott's videotape is just $4.49. Candy cane 8-packs are 3 packages for just $2. But hurry, because they'll be here before you know it.
You're watching the Arklatex station, KSLA 12. Arkansas, Louisiana, Texas. KSLA Television presents Arklatex News 12, 10 o'clock, live.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on this Friday night. I'm Sylvia Rochelle.
And I'm Karen Adams. The United States has broken the SALT II nuclear arms treaty with the Soviets, knowing full well it was doing so.
The move has brought criticism from the Soviets and from allies who say it
Out on your tie. You passed the test, you're good grooming, has a look of success. Your head and shoulders above the rest.
One flake can mean dandruff. Regular shampoos may rinse flakes, but Head and Shoulders protection goes to the source to help stop flakes.
And that's doing it right.
Your head and shoulders above the rest.
No other taste attracts so much attention. Diet Pepsi.
You gotta be the most refreshingest invention.
See that smile, see that look. Diet
Pepsi is all it took. Diet Pepsi. Have I mentioned?
You gotta be the most refreshingest invention.
No other taste attracts so much attention.
Okay, we thought we'd just come up and talk a little bit tonight.
America for $878 down and $99 per month. That's North Point Dodge, I-35 North, exit St. John's. The pride is back.
Past the old El Paso, taste the old Southwest. Past the old El Paso, taste our very best.
Taste the flavor of the Old Southwest in Old El Paso taco shells, taco sauces, and our thick and chunky salsa. So,
pass, pass, pass the old El Paso.
Take a closer look this Christmas. A closer look at Walgreens for Christmas. Catch the Christmas spirit at Walgreens. Take a closer look at Walgreens for Christmas. We're right here close to you.
You can save up to 50% with generic drugs at Walgreens. Ask your Walgreens pharmacist if there is a generic for your prescription.
If you gotta have your pizza thin on the bottom and thick on the top, come to Pizza Hut and get 2 large single-topping thin and crispy pizzas for just $13.99. We'll pile on almost a pound of 100% real mozzarella cheese, none of that fake stuff, and add gobs of fresh toppings on that crispy, crunchy crust. But you gotta write it down, 2 for $13.99, and bring it to your participating Pizza Hut restaurant now. Come get a thin and crispy pizza where we lay it on thick, only at Pizza Hut.
Join David Swafford and Betty Cross for the Channel 7 News Weekend Report.
Kind of like a cracker, but with more smash bite. Oh, they're thin and square, and they're light as air, and they're honest to goodness with snackers. Wheat thin, just for you snackers. Something like a cracker, but more like a snack.
Try our cheese and nutty flavors, too. Wheat Thins, just for you snackers.
Nabisco.
Finding a phone in a car isn't that unusual anymore, except when it leaves the car, for greener pastures, the high seas, or a leisurely lunch. Radio Shack keeps you in constant communication with their affordable, transportable cellular telephone.
Hello? Oh, yes, he's right here. It's for you.
Yes, I heard about the merger. Buy 100 shares.
The affordable, transportable cellular telephone, only at Radio Shack.
I've been paying out long enough. I found a way to get money back.
The Discover card.
A credit card that pays you money back on every purchase.
Choose it, use it, get away.
Money that adds up to a yearly cash bonus.
Get it back.
Oh.
Pulsar NX hardtops, 200 SX coupes, and the fabulous 300 ZX. Plus our luxurious Maxima SE. All with unbeatable prices and special financing for the holidays. Come see us at Jack Long Nissan, Highway 80 West in Longview.
The pretty girls, and see what's cooking up as Hee Haw lands in your living room this week.
Don't miss Hee Haw Saturday at 6 here on Channel 3.
New to CBS Late Night, Jack and Amanda are dogged reporters working for a crime magazine. They're young and fearless.
Wrong, old buddy.
With nerves of steel. Feeling out the truth.
Who the hell is this?
And if someone throws them a curve, they just throw one back.
I just love a big, strong man.
Hot Shots, brand new thrills, Tuesdays this fall on CBS Late Night.
This is KBTX-TV, Bryan College Station.
Managua.
Share the adventure this fall with the men of CBS. Introducing Downtown's Michael Nouri, the Wizard David Rappaport, and the new Mike Hammer Stacy Keach as they join the action, the suspense of the new CBS fall season. Share the spirit of adventure on CBS.
22nd Air Force Force has directed an emergency SAM to transport life or death cargo from Norton to Andrews to pick up the incoming 808 mission from Clark.
Roger, notifying appropriate agencies. Attention all agencies. 22nd Air Force has directed an emergency SAM transporting life or death cargo, Norton to Andrews, picking off the incoming 808. All agencies acknowledge.
Lieutenant Galloway, we've been rerouted to Andrews. Emergency shipment of blood. You change the flight plan, I'll check the weather and NOTAMs. We'll be out of here in a hurry.
Yes, sir.
It takes Air Force training, teamwork, and dedication to get the job done. Highly trained, motivated people, all working together with one purpose. Whether it's helping to save a life or doing their part to help protect freedom around the world, the men and women of the United States Air Force are there, working at the forefront of today's technology. Be part of today's Air Force team. See your Air Force recruiter and find out how you can qualify for training and education that will last you a lifetime. Aim high, Air Force.
When friends don't stop friends from drinking and driving, friends die. Drinking and driving can kill a friendship.
This is KBTX-TV, Bryan College Station.
The Marble Falls area, give my friends at Living Heating and Air a call.
I'm Verlin Rager in Burnett. We all like to save money on high-quality equipment.
Give Verlin a call for a free estimate.
Join David Walker for the Channel 7 News Weekend Report.
Than any other company, you'll feel right by The Rock. Prudential Life Insurance.
An investment firm is only as impressive as it is responsive.
It's a go.
So when interest rates fell, we looked for new ways for our clients to make money and developed unique opportunities like the Prudential Real Estate Investment Trust, a first of its kind in a way to take advantage of changing markets. While others may imitate it, we're busy surpassing it. If anyone can show you bold new thinking in the business of making money,
let's close it.
It's Prudential Beach, rock solid, market-wise.
About 2 hours ago in Austin, University of Texas officials informed Fred Akers that he will not be retained as head coach of the Longhorns after 10 seasons. And now joining us with the first interview he's granted, an exclusive interview, Fred Akers at our affiliate down at Austin, KTBC. And Coach Akers, thank you very much for joining us on this very difficult time, I know. Your reaction to the decision today?
Well, of course, I was disappointed and surprised, but, you know, I found out today for the first time, like everyone else. It's like my wife says, you know, sometimes wisdom follows disillusionment.
Did you think you might be back?
Well, I did, yes.
So you were surprised?
I guess I didn't do, you know, do what those people wanted, so. But, you know, I'd do it over again the same way. I think the way that we've handled our players and we've handled our coaches and we've handled our fans has been good, and we've won a few.
Coach, I would say you had 9 big seasons before this year. When you get right down to it, who do you think was responsible for not having you back?
Oh, I don't know, and it doesn't make any difference. I'm not going to be the head football coach, and there's no need placing the blame. I have a healthy respect for them. As I say, I don't guess I please the right people or something.
Well, Coach, wealthy alumni publicly demanded your ouster during the season. Do you feel like boosters may be like running the show now in college football?
Well, I hope that's not the case. You know, I have a great respect for my profession and a great love for it. And I hope that it doesn't turn into a situation where the guy with the most bucks is going to call the shots. And I would just attest that if I thought it were true.
You didn't feel any of that influence at all?
I don't know what happened here.
Coach, it was announced at the press conference that you have 5 years remaining on your contract and you will stay on at Texas in another capacity. Does this rule out coaching for you in the near future?
Well, no, that's what they offered. That's what they said. I'm thinking about that business, and I'm, at my age, I'm still very much interested in coaching, and if the right situation comes along, of course, I'd be interested.
What has this season been like for you? I mean, you've been in a precarious position all year. This talk's been hanging over your head the whole season. Are you relieved at all today? What has it been like for Fred Akers?
Well, the season has been it's been a very difficult one. It's been a very challenging one, and in many ways very rewarding. We've had so many injuries here that we've had nothing to do but patch up all season. So all our attention has been on getting our football team ready to play. And I'll tell you the truth, we haven't paid much attention to what's going on outside. Haven't had time. Today, no, it's not a relief, I can assure you. This was my 19th year with the University of Texas. And, you know, that's quite an investment for me and my family. So I wouldn't say it's a relief. But it's certainly not the end of the world. I don't control everything that happens to me, but thank goodness I still can control how I react to it. And I'll land on my feet.
And you can coach. You won over 70% of your games at Texas. Thank you very much, Fred, for joining us today under the most difficult of times.
You're welcome.
And when we come back, we'll be talking live with Vinny Testaverde, the overwhelming favorite for the Heisman Trophy next week. You're watching the Prudential College Football Report here on CBS, where other scores and Division III playoff results continue from around the country.
Looking for a nice place to live, no crime, no drugs? Surely you're not talking about public housing. Oh, yes, we are. Sunday on CBS.
Wednesday on CBS.
Security guard was killed. I don't like people going around trying to kill me.
Hammer. Then Magnum's caught in the clutches of ruthless gamblers bent on extortion and set for murder.
My only concern is this boy's safety.
The Equalizer.
I do not want to use this.
This is CBS.
Okay, who gets a bacon cheeseburger? You know, it used to be if you wanted food delivered, all you get is pizza, pizza, or pizza. Shrimp dinner. But not anymore. Because now Jack in the Box delivers serious food. Hot. Chicken supreme. That's mine.
Now Jack in the Box restaurants deliver. Just call 474-JACK. For serious food delivered hot to your door, call 474-JACK.
Okay, who ordered the pizza pocket?
You know, before my first weather report at 5 o'clock, I gather the information to bring you the most timely, detailed forecast possible. That's my commitment as a meteorologist. Not just to tell you what's going to happen, but to tell you how and why. To give you a truly comprehensive weather report for Central Texas. That's a responsibility I'm proud of, and that's why at 5 o'clock, my commitment is the same as it is at 6 and 10, to give you my best. Channel 7 News. Count on us.
Subpoenas go out for Iran arms deal investigation. Details at 10.
We now reach...
Time to make the donuts. Time to make the donuts. The donuts.
At Dunkin' Donuts, we make them fresh day and night.
I made the donuts.
This morning, in communities all over Texas, people are making calls on special phones. Phones that enable people who cannot hear to be heard. Southwestern Bell Telephone has a free telehealth booklet that helps inform the disabled about products and services like these. Now, while a phone call may sound pretty simple to most of us, to someone who can't hear, it can sound very special. At Southwestern Bell Telephone, we're here to help.
Have yourself a merry little Christmas.
Santa, can you bring me a zebra? I don't want a cockatoo. A kitty cat that's not scared of people. I like a puppy. I want you to give my mom roses, and I want Dad to have one little flower.
May all your wishes come true.
Season's greetings from your local bottler of Coca-Cola.
Small town link to arms sales at 10.
Hunter will be seen next Saturday at its regular time.
$19.99 and bring it to your participating Pizza Hut restaurant now. Come get a thin and crispy pizza where we lay it on thick. Only at Pizza Hut.
After 12 years, your credit is still good at Jim Morrison Motors.
Good evening, I'm Tyler Watson. Thank you for joining us. Methyl alcohol circulated at an Oklahoma party as moonshine liquor claimed its second victim today. 17-year-old Kevin Elder of Richardson
Trump without us.
Thorough.
Chances are that you've already bought your Christmas tree or are about to. Well, tonight Deborah Duncan has some tips on how to keep your tree fresh until that special day.
Picking out the Christmas tree has been a family tradition longer than anyone can remember. There are 26 days until Christmas, and that's a long time to have a cut tree in your house. But don't worry, there are a number of things you can do to help keep your tree fresh. The first thing that comes to mind is water, but simply sticking the existing stump into water isn't good enough.
First thing you want to do is get a fresh cut on the end of the trunk, because if you can see, they'll scar or scab over just like you will if you get an injury. They bleed and then scab over, and they'll seal themselves off. It's just a self-protection measure. So you get a fresh cut, your tree will then absorb water when you have it in the stand.
There are also things you can put in the water to help keep the tree fresh.
You can put additives in there. Sugar is a common additive. I've heard of people using aspirin. I've never done that myself, but I always put a little bit of sugar. It's about the same as buying prepared things in grocery stores. Tree Life is one. It's basically a sugar, and it supposedly helps keep them fresher longer and keep the needles from falling off as quick.
Most trees will dry up within a couple of weeks anyway, and there's really nothing you can do about that. Fire officials warn that it could be a hazard, though, if you're not careful.
People put too many lights on them, or they don't put the proper lighting on their Christmas trees. They let them get too dry. You need to keep them fairly moist so that they don't get dry and catch on fire.
You also need to be sure and keep them away from space heaters and the fireplace. Of course, there are some trees that won't need any help at all, such as this artificial tree. Or how about this one, a neon Christmas tree? But there's always those of us who prefer the real thing. Taking care of your tree in the beginning will ensure that it looks nice throughout the holidays, even after you put the finishing touches on it. Deborah Duncan, Channel 7 News.
And that's our report. Thanks for joining us.
We'll see you once again tomorrow. Have a good night.
You know, I'd do it over again the same way. I think the way that we've handled our players and we've handled our coaches, we've handled our fans has been good, and we've won a few.
Actually, he's won quite a few. His career record is 86, 31, and 2. Akers said he's been offered a position in the athletic department for the remainder of his 5-year contract, but he's not sure if he'll take it. He says he would still like to coach. UT will now begin their search for a new head coach nationwide. Well, it's kind of a sad way to close out a 25-year coaching career. Bill Yeoman is now through at Houston, and the Cougars dropped their last game of the season to Rice. For the first time in a long time, the Owls won't close out the season in the Southwest Conference cellar. That honor goes
on a new Chevy Nova can get pretty boring.
Standard.
But don't stop.
Standard.
It gets better at the end.
For the holidays, we always go to Grandma's.
They never leave.
She's got this special way she prepares food. What's that special thing you do, Grandma?
I cook it.
The holidays.
This season, I'm eating out. Batter fried shrimp at Long John Silver's, plump golden brown, and I don't have to cook. Now that's a holiday treat.
Gee, Grandma, you're not serious about not cooking, are you?
Long John Silver's.
Watch me.
Sounds good to me.
From Austin's News Channel, this is the Channel 7 News Weekend Report. With anchors David Swafford and Betty Cross, Larry Dingmore with weather, and David Walker on sports.
Good evening, everyone. The search is on for a transient who may have clues to a UT co-ed's murder.
Austin police say the unidentified man may be the killer, or at least have seen the killer that tragic Thanksgiving night. Connie Jane Bibb was found strangled to death in her home at 2807 Hemphill Park. Just hours before the discovery, nearby residents say a transient was seen lurking around the house. Meanwhile, officers are also investigating a possible connection between Bibb's death and the strangulation of a Texas A&M co-ed just 2 days earlier. A Department of Public Safety expert is being asked to draw up a personality sketch of the killer. The University of Texas is the wealthiest institute of higher learning in the country. In 1985, UT surpassed Harvard in its endowments. UT's worth is estimated at nearly $3 billion. You see the list of the top 10 schools, but take into account that part of the funds in the Texas column go to Texas A&M. By state law, 1/3 of the assets go to the Aggies.
Texans can line up for low-interest home loans tomorrow morning. The Texas Housing Authority is offering the loans to low and middle-income families at slightly lower than 8% interest over 30 years. Here's a list of the lenders in our area. Prospective home buyers should bring a copy of a sales contract on a house along with tax returns for the past 3 years and general credit information. In this state, it's unlawful to take out a second mortgage in your home unless it's to pay taxes, make capital improvements, or buy another home. Texas bankers want that law repealed. They cite a Texas A&M study that says Texans would borrow more than $4 billion, creating 34,000 jobs. The study says it would generate millions in tax revenues for state and local governments.
The next couple of days, but also some breezy northerly winds. So we will miss the rain, but we will see snow further up into the Mississippi Valley, rain in the southeast, and a look at temperatures for tomorrow will indicate fairly cool day for most folks around the country. Pick your favorite city. These are high temperatures for Monday. Here's our forecast for tonight. We'll call for an overnight low of 39 with a cool front, afternoon high of 57 with breezy northerly winds, and then for Tuesday, 30s to 60s, and that'll pretty much set the stage for the first week of December.
All right, getting close to that freezing mark.
Yes.
Close to it.
Close. Thanks, Larry.
Thanks, Larry.
Well, UT is apparently talking with Texas Tech's David McWilliams about the head coaching job here.
Certainly is, and Miami's coach may also be looking into the position. All the latest on the search up next.
Listen closely. This is a great time to buy your new GMC truck. Here's why. Lots of new 1987 trucks have just arrived. The hottest colors, the hottest options. Plus, buy now and beat the tax reforms. This could be the last year you'll be able to deduct sales tax on your new GMC truck. Don't miss it. Put us on your list. GMC truck. It's not just a truck anymore. This year it's a tax deduction too. Get your new GMC truck now from your local GMC truck dealers.
Christmas. Just when I have no time to do anything, everything takes more time, except for shopping at Eckerd.
Where a bag of Hershey Kisses is just $1.89. And brand name toys like Centurion, Heroes, and Villains, just $10.88 each.
With Eckerd, I can get in and out with what I need in no time at all, which gives me more time to enjoy the things that take more time.
This Christmas there's Eckerd, because America can't wait.
From now until Christmas, my fellow Crayola bears and I, the yellow bears, the blue bears, the red bears, and the purple bears, will be here at Burger King waiting to be taken home for Christmas. Get a different color Crayola bear every week for just $1.79 with any purchase. Come into Burger King today and give some bears a break. This is a nice place to eat, but you wouldn't want to live here.
When you're looking for the latest in music and motion, turn on the sounds of Solid Gold 87. This week with Sergio Mendes and Brazil 86. You'll see the very stylish Tony Tennille.
I always imagined myself and the Beatles singing that in harmony.
And listen with Nina Blackwood as Stevie wonders about what might have been on Solid Gold 87 starring Marilyn McCoo.
Solid Gold, tonight at 10:30 right here on Channel 7.
Well, the rumors began flying early today about the possible replacement for Texas coach Fred Akers, or former Texas coach Fred Akers. NBC reported on its NFL pregame show that Jimmy Johnson would be leaving Miami, most probably headed for Texas. The Miami athletic director denied that report.
I had a long discussion with Coach Johnson over the telephone on Friday, and we spent quite a bit of time visiting Thursday evening. I do not think that is the case. Coach Johnson will be back. He'll be coaching the Hurricanes.
Texas Tech head coach David McWilliams will be interviewed for the job. That is not a rumor. UT officials asked Texas Tech athletic director T. Jones last night for permission to talk with McWilliams. Permission was granted. Another top college coaching job opened up last night when LSU coach Bill Arnsparger announced his resignation after LSU's win over Tulane.
After much thought and consideration towards this decision, I've decided to step down as football coach of the LSU Fighting Tigers. I've been asked by Chancellor Wharton to continue coaching LSU through this year's bowl game, and I've agreed to this request.
One other rumor, Arnsbarger is rumored to be headed to Florida, where he will become athletic director. On to college basketball, where Coach Bob Weltlich's Texas Longhorns pulled off a stunning upset today at the Great Alaskan Shootout. Texas knocked off second-ranked and defending national champion Louisville 74-70. Renard's Davis 4 free throws in the final 22 seconds. The difference in this one is the Horns win game number 1 on the season while handing the Cardinals their 3rd straight loss of the tournament. The pairings for the first round of the NCAA volleyball tournament were announced today. Lady Longhorns will take on Duke Thursday night, first round, 7 o'clock in Gregory Gym. 13th weekend of the NFL season was an unlucky one for the Houston Oilers. Oilers lost a ball game and their top running back, Mike Rozier, with a knee injury. Rozier will undergo surgery tomorrow. He will be out for the rest of the year. Houston led this ball game 3-0 in the wind and cold in Cleveland when Bernie Kosar found Brian Brenham. A couple of Oilers missed the tackle. Brenham goes 33 yards with the touchdown pass that put Cleveland on top 7-3. Oliver Luck came off the bench in the 4th quarter and rallied the Oilers. With this touchdown connection to Ray Wallace, sent it into overtime 10-10. But in overtime, Luck was intercepted twice. This was Frank Menifield's second interception in overtime, and it set up the game-winning field goal. The newest Cleveland Brown, a veteran Mark Mosley, hit a 29-yarder to end it 13